Hey guys, this is Penny Power, and today we're going to talk about some of our recent eBay sales. We're going to show you some bolos, what we sold, what we picked it up for, and hopefully you guys can learn something from it. So let's jump into the first eBay sale from March 1st to March 20th. So this is a Digimon related trading card pack that's available at Targets. I think you can even still buy them online. This one I took a best offer for $39. And so that's a be on the lookout for if you're interested in that kind of thing. The next one is Digimon Mini Figures, which you also need to be on the lookout for. They're, think of Lego minifigures in a way. They're only like a few inches tall at most, and these ones are Digimon related. You can use Google Lens to look them up, and these things can go anywhere from like $5 all the way up to $100 or more dollars. Just depends on which ones you have. So be on the lookout for these. I'm going to show you a few, make a mental note of it, and if you ever see them, pick them up. They're really good and they're cheap to sell. This is another one. This one sold for $9.99. This one sold for $23.99. This is a Digimon trading card from that first box that I showed. And the thing about these cards are that a lot of them are not worth very much. Think of Pokemon cards. But there are a select few that if you were to open them, you may get lucky and get a higher end card. So this, for example, was $29.99. So these, take a picture of, use Google Lens, it'll come right up. A good website to look at prices of cards is tcgplayer.com. So this is TCG Player, which I was talking about, and they have all kinds of trading cards here. You can see they have Magic. You can go through all different sets: Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Digimon, Flesh and Blood, blah blah blah. And there are also even more card games as well, even old kind of more vintage cards. So the cool thing you can do here, as well as if, like, for example, if I wanted to look at Digimon card game, you go to search, and this will have everything, like every Digimon card game here. You can sort by high to low, low to high, all that kind of stuff, best selling, etc. You could do the same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, or Pokemon. So this is a really good resource to have in your arsenal. This is some more Digimon mini figures that I sold. A lot of one series of Digimon. More recent one. I just lotted them all together. Ended up getting them not for $99. I had very little invested into this, maybe $10 or so. And it was listed for a while, but I knew eventually I would find a buyer just because they're not super common, especially to have them all together like that. Next item is a Magic card. Again, Magic cards can be worth anywhere from pretty much nothing up to hundreds and thousands of dollars, depending on what. This is a more recent card, but it's a special version of a specific card. And this one sold for $20.50. Okay, so the next thing we sold is a plush. We're starting to really get into selling plush. They can be sourced for very cheap, especially at Goodwill bins. But we actually picked up this one at a Savers for, I think, $2.50 or something like that. This is a Kohl's Care plush, and we sold it for $9.99. We're kind of just trying to get our footing in plush and see what things go for and what sells quickly, so we can make some statistics about our store. So this one we were happy to see sell.
Yeah, but interesting to talk about, like, the plushes are getting like high prices right now. And we are getting more plushes from the bins.
Yeah.
And I think it's also like much better if you compare the prices. Depends on like how much is per pound. Around us, how much is per pound?
The bins for non-electronics, non-books is $2 per pound. And on our last few trips, we've been getting, more plush than dollars we're spending. So we're paying probably anywhere from 50 to 75 cents per plush. So then a sale like this, you're actually profiting a few dollars. Whereas if you're picking them up for $2 or $3, you're not going to make too much.
And it's also interesting to pay attention if it's worth it, put it like free shipping or not. And we are starting putting like more not free shipping, because especially like small items doesn't, like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I previously used to list almost everything I sold as free shipping and just increase the price. But I think overall, even for tax purposes, it's a lot easier to keep track of like how much you're actually making when you have the shipping already priced out, because eBay statistics will tell you how much you made and how much you paid for shipping separately, which I didn't have access to before, but now makes more sense. So we're probably going to switch over. So you will be seeing some that have free shipping, but in the future, we're probably not going to have free shipping on everything. That brings us to the next one, which we had free shipping on. This was an interesting bolo as well. This is a specific, I guess, limited edition perfume that you can find at like Marshalls and TJ Maxx still on clearance. And I think this one I ended up picking up for $20 or so. Originally, it was going for a little bit more, but I didn't really jump on it quick enough. I had it just kind of sitting around for a while. So I ended up getting it sold for $39.99 minus the 20 minus the about $5 shipping. So you can still make a few bucks here. They have larger ones as well. So be on the lookout for this Clinique Happy in Bloom. And these are new. Going back to Plush, this is a really interesting one. So this one we found at a Savers. It was $2.50, I believe. And I had no idea what this is. I literally thought this was a dog toy. And we used Google Lens. And we found out it's from this book called Splat the Cat. And it's basically the plush is supposed to be holding a heart as well. Like he's holding a heart in front of him. And that part, I guess the owner decided they wanted to cut it off or something like that, or it got broken. And even still, without the heart, there weren't too many solds, but I took a chance on it. And this one sold for our full asking price of $19.99. So minus the $2.50, minus $4 to $5. And we made a pretty good profit on this for something that I thought was worthless. So when in doubt, use Google Lens and scan everything.
And it's interesting because it was not really dirty, this one. So also we are planning to make a video showing how to wash
we wash our
plushes and like dolls too, because there's a different process, and is interesting, but also is much better when you grab like a toy like that and it's not like really dirty, and then you don't have like too much work to like make like clean.
Yeah, it's a good point. Dolls and plush, even though you can get them for cheap, sometimes you do have to put in more hours to clean them up and make sure everything's good. So just keep that in mind if you do want to get into the plush area. Okay, next, another Digimon card. I'm not going to spend too much time. This is another $30 card. Again, more rare. It's probably not worth you opening packs if you want to make profit, but if you do find some Digimon cards, definitely look them all up, and you never know what they can go for. Another magic card similar to the last one I showed, very special edition card. It's got some unique art. Had this one for a while, finally put it up and got $29.99 for it. I like shipping cards because I ship them in a bubble mailer. I know a lot of people will ship them in envelopes, but especially for higher dollar cards, to me there's just too much risk of them getting damaged, so I pay the $4 to $5 and just include it in my price. And as long as you're selling a card over probably $15, you can still make good profit on them as well. This was another good plush sale. This one I think we found at the bins. This is Daryl Dinosaur. It's actually a Disney character from Animal Kingdom that I wasn't familiar with, but again, we used Google Lens. And this one seriously was like from 2021 and looked almost brand new. It was like almost untouched. Couldn't believe that somebody would donate in that condition. We ended up taking a best offer on this one for $17. So still made a pretty good profit on this one as well.
And
so you can see
very clean.
It was very clean, and not all plush sell for $10 to $12. Some can actually go for more. So if you want to make bigger profit per item, you just have to be more selective on which plush you're picking up and do a little bit more research. I had actually picked up 2 of these, so the second one sold a few days later for the same price. So again, be on the lookout for this specific perfume or other perfumes in general. And then the last one, this is one we picked up from a Savers for a while ago. We bought a bunch of Pokemon Plush, which actually I can link a video that I have on another channel of what we found for this thrift haul. But essentially, this one was interesting because it's a Nidoqueen Pokemon. But this plush is actually a non-licensed Pokemon plush. And for whatever reason, it's out of print now. I will say that you have to be really careful with these unofficial plush for any brand, but especially Pokemon. You notice that I don't have the word Pokemon in the listing because you can get some, notifications from eBay about counterfeit products. But this did sell for $19.99. I think we had $2.50 into it, so pretty decent sale there as well.
Tag also.
Yeah, let me show you the tag on this one. It's actually Ollie Factory, and if you Google Ollie Factory, I found pretty quickly that this is kind of a third-party Pokemon-related plush. And I want to point out there's a few different communities that you can go to for plush identification or information. I think this one I found on like the Pokemon Plush Reddit, and they talked about Ollie Factory being a pretty good third-party one, and people gave a lot of information about it. So be sure to look at additional resources besides Google Lens and people on YouTube as well. So that's it for our March 1st to March 20th sales. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and be sure to leave in the comments any tips for us or tips for any other resellers.
Yeah, and any recommendations for another videos and you're interested, and also like if you like the plushes we sold, like the toys, if you know something about cards too, I think it would be interesting to learn more from you.
Thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our other video, which we sold the most expensive plush that we've ever had for $500. And until the next video, we'll see you next time.